My friend telling me his story during his time at war before being wounded. I had joined the defense forces in Kyiv when the war escalated in 2022. Before that, I was just a guy working as a software engineer. I had a pretty ordinary life. Wake up, coffee, work, weekends with friends. But that life feels like it belonged to someone else now. Some other version of me that was left behind in the first weeks of the invasion. My unit, well, we were more like a patchwork of people, was stationed on the outskirts of a small town. The Russians had been pushing hard to the east, and we were tasked with holding them off as best we could. Some of the guys had experience, military or otherwise. Others, like me, had never held a rifle before February. But we learned quickly, war doesn't give you the luxury of time. It was the third day of fighting in that area, and we were running low on supplies. Ammo, food, everything. It was just relentless. Every few hours we'd get shelled, and then, like clockwork, they'd advance again, try to push us back. We were in a trench deep enough to give us some protection, but shallow enough that I could feel the ground shake when the tanks rolled in. That morning, we got the call to move positions. Apparently, there were reports of Russian troops trying to flank us. We packed up what little we had, and we started moving through this narrow road. Fields on both sides, but it was open ground for kilometers. We felt exposed there, like a target on your back. I had my rifle in one hand, a radio in the other. We were about halfway when the first shell landed. You could hear the whistle, that sickening high-pitched sound before the blast. Dirt and smoke kicked up all around us. I remember shouting, hearing my own voice, but I don't know what I said. It was chaos. The second hit even closer, and I felt the shockwave roll through me like someone punched me square in the chest. There's this moment, right after, where your brain catches up with your body, and you realize, I'm still alive. And then you look around to see who else is. Some of us were down, a few hurt. I saw Dima, he was a mechanic before the war. He was lying face down, not moving. He had this tattoo on his arm of an eagle, you know, and that was all I could focus on for a moment. I didn't even process that he was gone until much later. I don't know how long we kept moving after that, but at some point, I got hit. Shrapnel, I think. It wasn't like in the movies, no slow motion, no dramatic fall. Just pain, white hot, searing pain in my leg. I hit the ground hard, and the world went dark for a while. When I woke up, I was in a field hospital, the kind of place you never think you'll end up in, but here we are. The nurse told me I was lucky that it could have been worse. I don't know about lucky, but I'm still breathing. That's more than I can say for some of the others. Now I've been thinking, every day is different, but in a way, it's the same. We fight, we fall back, we lose friends, we dig in again. I don't know when this will end, but we're still here, still fighting for every inch of ground, for every day of peace we hope to see someday. That's the thing about this war, you keep going, even when you don't know why, because the alternative, it's unthinkable.